Hello everyone and welcome to Wednesday. Normally with that intro we transition into some sort of restaurant, but today it's not happening. We are at home because Mal has been well, I guess I just covered him up, didn't I? I didn't think about this. There's ham and cheese sliders under here. Mal is still working on the sauce for them. If you watched, I guess we haven't made these in a while.
Long time.
We haven't made them in a long time, but if you were watching the vlog for a while, we used to do ham and cheese sliders quite a bit at the old apartment, and maybe a little in Colombia. No, they were invented at the apartment. They were invented at the apartment. But today for lunch bunch, we're actually not going to a restaurant. We're going to be doing what we're calling potluck lunch at Lindsey's place, because Lindsey is going to be leaving town next week or something. She did this last year too, where she was gone for like a month, right? Yeah, so she leaves here for Thanksgiving and is gone for like Thanksgiving and basically all the way through Christmas, and then she'll be back after Christmas. So she goes back to Wisconsin and spends several weeks with her family, and she works remotely, which is pretty cool because she can just take her computer and she can keep working, but she gets to spend time with her family. So today is a potluck for her, but then it's also kind of like a little going away thing since she's going to be gone for the next few weeks. We won't see her again until New Year's-ish. So we're all preparing different foods, and the foods that we prepared specifically are the ham and cheese sliders. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to it because I haven't had them in several hot minutes. We get the ham and cheese
Sliders. We've got everything from KFC.
Roland brought a ton of KFC stuff.
The entire store. Tons of cookies.
Yes, Lindsey has been busy on Cookie Mania, so there's been a lot of cookies.
That's what I did during Extra Life.
Oh, okay.
The entirety of the day.
Nikki brought
Buffalo chicken dip and guac.
Woo! I'm excited about
and then
that.
other chips that I think you guys brought, right?
Yeah, I always like Grandma Etz's.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the what's it called? Potluck? You ready for the potluck? Roland?
What's today?
Shut up. I know what day it is. There was a lot of cookies, and we ate them. Also, in typical lunch bunch fashion, now I'm filming everything, and Lindsey has gone back to work.
She lives here.
Except it's over there. It's just really
She's
funny.
Like 15 feet that way.
Yeah, she can walk instead of drive.
It was a much shorter commute today for her. This was fun. We should do this again. At some point in the future. We have a lot of leftover food, though.
Tons of chicken. Look at this. Nobody ate the big pieces of chicken.
Oh my lord. Yeah, Roland, you're gonna have a lot of chicken to
What are
eat.
you talking about? I'm living out with Dan. Dan, you're gonna get strong, alright?
So I've put it off for a few days, but I finally tested the equipment that I was concerned with during Extra Life, whenever Extra Life ended abruptly. The Elgato that was connected to the PC works. I connected it to the Mac, and I did a test recording, and it seems to be functional. So I'm not sure why it stopped working with the PC the night of Extra Life, but it doesn't seem to have sustained any actual damage, which is good. So it must have been, I guess, a software issue that it stopped working. But regardless, that's functional, which is good. Also, the chirping sound that was heard in the mic during the event, I was like 99% sure that was the cable running from the camera to the shotgun mic that was above us. And I tested it by doing a test recording and then removing that cable and doing another test recording, and I confirmed that it was that cable. So I threw that sucker away. There's no reason to have a cable that's got some sort of terrible short in it that is causing audio issues. So threw it away, ordered a new one, but I'm still fine with the fact that I got 10 years out of that cable. Actually, any old college videos you saw where we're running like a boom mic, like that's the cable that we used during those, so I've gotten a lot of use out of it, fortunately. The cam link is also fine, because the cam link was one of the things that we were using to display our video, and I used that for breakfast stream yesterday, and it was okay. So the only thing really now to test is the PC itself, and we're probably going to be doing a first 20 recording a little bit later tonight. And if I can at least do that, if they'll at least run the game and there's no audio issues or something like coming out of the computer, then for my needs, the computer is fine. We don't typically do streaming from the PC. If there's something broken like on that side of it where I can't stream from it, that's okay, because I can still stream from the Mac. But I'm not really sure what else to test other than playing a game, because that's essentially what we use the PC for, is playing computer games. I use it generally once a week because I need to do First 20, and First 20 is usually on the PC. But otherwise, we don't use the computer for things. I mean, I like having a powerful computer because I can play PC games on, like, the Mac settings and make it look as good as I can for the channel. But otherwise it's not used day to day in work, so it won't prevent us from getting anything done. But we'll do that recording later tonight. Now I'm actually dropping everything. I just got the full version of Mal's Link to the Past painting all finalized and exporting. We get a few errands to run out, even though it's late. One of the final things being that we have to go over to my parents' house because one of their drawers is like broken. And Mal knows how to fix it, because Mallory can seriously fix anything. She's the handy woman of the house, and we had to charge our drill to help them with that, and now it's charged. So we're going to take care of a few things. I'm going to fix that drawer, and then we'll be back to actually do a first 20. Mal is replacing the cabinet.
I'm only replacing one of them, and I'm replacing 3 of these.
Yeah, whatever these are called. Cabinet rollers, sliders, or something. So, they pulled everything out of here, and she knows what to do. I don't know.
I'm making it up as I go. I know the general, engineering of it.
Okay. Yeah, anytime something around the house, or I guess in this case, my parents' house needs fixed, Mal can do it, almost assuredly.
She's our handyman.
Yeah. Mal did it. It took a little time, but she completely redid the things in the cabinet. Good work.
Thank you.
Good work. Good work. Nice to have those working again. First time in a long time, like years and years and years. So it's a little bit later, and I have something good to report. I think I can say that this is definitively, objectively good. Check this out. You might be saying, what's so good about Cluster Truck? In which case I'd say, that is a great game. What are you talking about? But the fact that I have this recorded, which came from the Windows computer, which was up here, is very important, because this was recorded from the Windows computer, and there doesn't seem to be any problems with this footage. So the good news is that what I generally use this computer for 99% of the time, which is playing games and recording them onto the Mac, everything seems to be functional. The thing that's concerning is that there was clearly something wrong the night of Extra Life, when the computer, again, it sounded like there was a sparkler inside. Everything kind of stopped working. We got the computer back on, but the Elgato wasn't working. There was a bunch of other issues. But now, everything seems okay. I don't know what to make of that. Should I be happy that it's functional? I guess. And I am happy, but, that sound tells me that there's probably something wrong that I just can't identify. And I think that this sort of thing is probably over my head. I would need Jeff's help. I mean, to be honest, the next time Jeff is here, which will be next month, he might look at it and be able to identify something, possibly. But right now, everything is functional. The computer turns on. I can play a game. I can record from the computer, and everything seems fine. So I don't know. I have no idea. But whatever went wrong on Extra Life, it was not a good. And maybe there's still something kind of major wrong, but if there's something wrong, I don't know about it. But on the bright side, I can record First 20 just fine. So I guess we'll just continue to act as if nothing's wrong, and if a problem pops up, we'll deal with it then. Otherwise, maybe Jeff can look at it next month and see if there's something that should be done. I have no idea. But for now, I guess I'll just presume we are back in business. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?